Hello everybody and welcome back to another vlog. I just finished up making all my towels. I just made 22 towels, guys. That's a lot of towels. By the way, if anybody's new and you just stumbled across my video, welcome. My name is Julie. I am a licensed esthetician and I decided to own and operate my own studio. It is a front bedroom in my house and it's been working out fantastic. I am preparing for a fully booked day of clients. I go from 9 o'clock in the morning all the way to about 5:15, 5:30 today. Right now I'm prepping my steamer that's sitting behind my light over there. Everybody always asks me about that steamer, by the way, so I'll go ahead and link it down below for you guys. I got it off of Spa and Equipment and it's by Skin Act, and it has like a high frequency attachment to it and light. I do have my Cosmo Glow light, which is this moon shaped light over here for dermaplaning, so that's what I'm going to be using today for my light, but I do need the steamer still. With this steamer though, it has the nifty option of having a little herbal steam basket in here. I bought this facial steam off of Amazon. I can definitely link it for you guys too. This company makes, I think, about like 3 different combination of these botanical herbs, and this one is the Cleanse, Hydrate, and Tone one. I usually get these disposable tea bags off of Amazon, which I can also link for you guys too. They're just these thin little paper bags. These have really good like healing properties. So they have lavender, calendula, chamomile, which chamomile and calendula both soothe and calm the skin, and then also lavender just soothes your senses overall. So I just fill it up just a little bit, ties like this, and then I kind of just wrap it around itself, otherwise it doesn't fit in this little basket. And then I will just stick it right in the basket, bring it over here to my steamer, and then it just sits right on top here and twists all the way in. This is also where I pour the distilled water into. You can technically untwist it from the base every single time if you wanted to too, but the only time I ever do that is when I run vinegar water through it just to detox it and clean it out. This is all the high frequency attachments. I already have my little electrode set up for today's facial. Then the tank is sitting right underneath. So that is the steamer though. Also, in case you guys are wondering, I am more of a holistic esthetician, and dermaplaning is like as far as like medical aesthetics as I go. This shelf up here is all my holistic stuff, so I do crystal healing facials and like energy healing here. All my essential oils are right here. Then over here is what my facial cart looks like. It looks like the messiest thing ever, but I promise you it's actually organized. The very first facial I have at 9 is a signature facial, which is basically just like a custom facial, but she wanted to add on dermaplaning for this one. And then I also do jelly masks as well. So this is the big bowl for the jelly mask and the scoop. When you go into this space, this is how it looks. My first client's name is Erin. This is what the space looks like though. And then I do have a built-in table warmer for this bed, so I already turned it on and it's nice and toasty in there. My little checkout station over on the left. They put all their things on that chair over in the corner. And this is kind of my area over here. Fun fact, I put in a massive order because I actually have been selling quite a bit of products and drop shipping them to people. So instead of doing that, I kind of just wanted to keep my own stock here. I've always been afraid to pull the trigger as far as like putting retail items in here because if I don't sell them, I don't want to be wasteful, but I genuinely do think that I'm going to try to start. So right above here, I'm going to put floating shelves, and then I'm just going to stack the retail products right there. Just a warning, I had to let my dogs out and they might possibly start barking at me. I just want to say though that probably the most challenging thing about being in my own house when doing this though was trying to abide by all the state board's rules. Like I had to redo the entire flooring. It was all carpet in my room and I had to have all hard surfaces. And then also the other rule is like it can't be used for like personal use inside of your house, which it never is. Like I just use it purely for like makeup, or I reset it for spa appointments. The other thing that I've kind of had an issue with too is making sure that my dogs are not barking during the facial appointments or the massage appointments that I do. I have a lab and then I have a blue heeler. If you guys have ever had a blue heeler or an Australian cattle dog, whatever you want to call them, Exhibit A, they bark all the time and they just don't stop. I have to have a barking collar on him, otherwise he just does this the entire time, and I have a feeling that he'd probably just bark the entire way through my facial appointments. And obviously I don't want that. I do put them both inside of their kennels and they do seem to calm down then, but he still does bark if he sees something like outside on the patio. And now my lab's going off too. Come on, let's go. Yeah, this is a little barking collar that I have for him. And as you can tell, they just went right in their kennels. Yeah, they are kind of trained though to go in here. Can you back up a little bit? There you go. Now back to the treatment room. I'm gonna actually get my client's permission, I think, for this first one to like film during it. Not like the entire thing, but during the dermaplane portion. And then possibly during the jelly mask portion too, just because I need content for social media. That is pretty much about it. So I think I'm going to go ahead and sign off, and then I'll talk to you guys after I'm resetting for my second facial. Finished with the appointment. My clients are always so sweet. Like, I am like just blessed to the fact that I have such amazing clients. I'm just letting out my dogs right now. Yep, because they got to check to make sure nobody's here. So they just instantly go and check. I do have to shut them out though because they can't come in here. Let me go ahead and just open up the blinds really quickly. First of all, I'm not sure why my card reader is not working, but that's apparently a thing. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and fill out her treatment record form really quickly. So I always do this after each and every one of my facials before I even clean myself up. This is the first time that we've dermaplaned this client though, so like all the little hairs that came off. And then we did a jelly mask. These are always like so satisfying. All right, gotta put everything back in my back bar here. Although I want to keep out some of the dermaplaning stuff because I'm dermaplaning next after this. My next facial is starting at noon and it's 12:21 right now. I have to like clean my dishes and like reset and everything. And then I also need to eat something too. Also, if I didn't announce it, my next client is going to be a full body massage, so it's 60 minutes, and then her facial is going to consist of the signature facial plus the dermaplaning. We're probably looking at like 2 hours and 15 minutes or so for the service. So yeah, this one's probably going to be my lengthiest because the last one was about an hour and 45 minutes. I'm just getting the really long services today, which is completely fine, by the way. I love doing massages, I love doing facials, and I do specialize in facials, so that's what I do the most of. The only downside is you have a lot of dishes and a lot of laundry to do. And then this one I need the headrest for. I usually do massages first, just so after the facial they're not like sitting on their face for the massage, and then that way they're in the right position. Put my little headrest cover on here. Blanket back on. And then I don't need a wrap because she's just getting a full body massage, so I usually don't have wraps for those. Just need to put bowls and everything onto here. And I usually get out the cleanser and the mask ahead of time, just so I'm not like moving things around too much. I think I might have to scrape out the bottom of this because as you can see, it's like literally right here. Circadia's marshmallow mask is like my favorite. It smells like Rice Krispie treats. It's the most enjoyable thing ever. I'm gonna shove that into here. Actually, nope, I still have a little bit more in there. And then I need to check really quickly on her intake form. She has essential oil preference, so she has lavender and peppermint. So I'm gonna do probably peppermint because I like the smell of peppermint. And then her music of choice is Ocean Waves. And I just need gloves. And I gotta clean all this stuff I put in the barbicide. Buddy, you're being so good. My dogs know that they can't walk into that room just for sanitary reasons. Rinse these off real quick. Now I have to eat something. I'm just gonna have like these little nut bars for the time being. I really don't care. I also wanted to say really quickly that I actually only have a max of like 3 people that I take every single day. And that's purely because I would probably stress out, especially if they're spa appointments. I physically cannot take any more than 3 people because I only have 3 sheet sets. I could technically use like a flannel set that I have inside of my treatment room if I really needed to, but I feel like 3 treatments would like be pushing it, especially because all of my clients usually do like all of these add-ons to the point where your facial is not just like an hour long anymore. It's usually like an hour and a half, and they're like longer appointments. So that's why I also can't take more than 3 people as well. It just like stresses me out. Just like when I do makeup, if I take any more than like 5 or 6 people, I think I might freak out. It's the same thing. And this is like a lot of dishes and a lot of reset times. That's why I also like to have enough time in between. There's a lot of estheticians, I feel like, that only give themselves maybe like 15-30 minutes in between each person, but like I'm not a person that's experienced enough that can flip myself really quickly like that. Like I would like at least an hour like in between each person. So that's why it also takes up my entire day too. So yes, I have this client that's coming now, and then I have one client after this that's coming in for just like a signature custom facial because that's the first time I've seen her. I might ask my client if I can film the dermaplaning on this one too, just so I have like some content. My client just left. I'm so sorry I didn't get any footage or anything. I honestly forgot. Like I just kind of went on to the next thing and I was like, whoops, sorry. The appointment went really, really well. Her skin was like butter when we ended it. My last appointment is not until 3:30. It is 2:12 right now. I have a little bit of a break and I'm actually going to eat like food this time and not just a protein bar or whatever. This one is not a dermaplaning appointment, so I'm gonna put all my dermaplane stuff away. Take my dishes really quick, you know the drill. Okay, I gotta fill out her consultation sheet, same as the other person. Okay, cool. I'm gonna file that. Gotta reset the station. Okay, I got all my products out here. It says that she is mainly concerned with blackheads, dullness, dry skin, unwanted hair, which if she has blackheads and dryness, I'm thinking that it's mainly just because she doesn't exfoliate. A lot of the times exfoliation will literally solve all your issues. I'm gonna probably try to get her on some sort of like exfoliation regimen and we'll go from there because that'll definitely get rid of the blackheads. It'll get rid of like the texture. This is actually the first time I've ever seen this client before. She is one of my bridal clients. For anybody who doesn't know, I am a working makeup artist that works in bridal primarily, and I have a lot of my clients that are coming to see me to prep their skins before their wedding. That's actually what this past client just did, and then the client that was first was actually one of my past brides that got married a couple of years ago, so she decided to come see me for facials, and it's fun. This person though likes lavender and eucalyptus, so I'm gonna go with eucalyptus on this one. I don't know, I feel like everybody just likes lavender, and so it's kind of nice just to switch things up a little bit. So I gotta flip the table really quickly. We still have enough water in the steamer, so I think we're good, and then I also gotta get the towels wet too and put them in the towel warmer there. Okay, cool. We got set up now. I just gotta do dishes. I'm just gonna eat some food, and then I will be all set for my next client. Okay, I am officially done with all of my appointments. The last one went super well. This is the very first facial that that client has ever gotten, and I was so excited because at the very end, I told her, you know, all right, we're done. And she goes, oh my gosh, I feel like I just got transported out of my body. That just means that, you know, the person was relaxed and really into it, and that's amazing. Like, I want that for each and every one of my clients. That was pretty much about it. I don't know if this was enjoyable for you guys or boring because obviously I was in the same space the whole entire time. I didn't really leave. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and give me a big thumbs up, as well as also subscribing down to my channel if you guys have not already. And as always, I hope you guys are having an absolutely amazing day, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. All right, bye.